All right, let's get started. Welcome to the Agent Q&A. My name is John. We got Joanne in the house.
Hi, everyone.
And we finally got Yoel back in the house. We miss you, man.
Hey.
So anything new with the contracting?
No, everything is pretty much the same. They're still working on NLC. There's still some glitches going on with that, obviously, as we know.
Oh, yeah.
But pretty much everything is the same. There's no new updates on anything for now.
Anything about Ethos that you can say?
So for Ethos, I know there's been a little bit of going back and forth regarding how people are contracted for Ethos, right? So the way that it works is that everything was basically done on the back office. Let's just put it that way. Everybody has access to a portal. Everybody can go in to a portal, obviously, but not everybody has the contract. So what they're doing is that they're having agents who have business to submit for Ethos go ahead and submit that business on their portal. And then once they do that, they're having them request Ethos through me.
What? How do you get a portal then?
They automatically created a portal for everybody.
Okay.
Basically, but not everyone has a contract. So either way, to put it in simple terms for everybody, if you guys have business to submit for Ethos, you guys can send me an email or shoot me a text message. But that's how everyone's getting Ethos. We're having to let corporate know to send off 2 different links. So they go ahead and they send them 2 different links to their SureLC so they can submit those contracts. One of them is the Ethos link, and then the other one is I think Banner Life. Yeah.
Right. So how can new agents get that? So let's say I just hired someone like Abdul last week.
So for Abdul, you can literally just send me a quick email and let me know that Abdul needs Ethos.
Okay.
Anybody that is direct to any of the VPs will automatically be able to receive the Ethos contract link, I want to say. But if for some reason your upline has not got any Ethos yet, then we'll have to go down the hierarchy.
Okay. So just to recap, if you're a new agent, check with your VP. If your VP has it and you're direct to him, email Joanne so we can get you guys Ethos. It's going to be a game changer for a lot of people that are not picking up, are not interested in talking to someone. All you do is you send them your link. They will do a drop down. I have my own portal. What do you want? You want a term, whole life, and then how healthy you are. What's your credit score? That's it. And then see the quotes. So it's literally a drop down. Okay, I want 30 years for 2 million. Tells you this price, and then apply now. So what's great about it, like Andrew was saying, if you started it and then you stopped it, once you put in an email, they'll continue to like drip on you.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's really, really good for people that you can't get a hold of in text.
Drip on the customer or on you, the agent?
The customer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but more likely they have a way where you can see it too.
Yeah.
And you can call and follow up a client.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you guys don't have it yet, double check, make sure with Joanne. Send her an email, but, just be respectful of, her time on responding to you. Give her 24 to 48 hours because, of course, she's dealing with a lot of other contracting issues, NLC issues and other things.
Typically, like when it comes down to Ethos, we just want to make sure that we're kind of going down the hierarchy. And if you guys do have business to submit, just go ahead and let me know and we'll go ahead and we'll help you guys out.
Right. Also, they have a sponsor or incentive. Once you get contracted with Ethos, if you submit your first application within 30 days, they pay you $100 per app up to within that first 30 days. So
do they pay you $100 every application within those 30 days?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool.
So that's when you want to make sure, if you have business to get started, then get contracted. So anyways, we're going to open it up. Anybody, feel free to just ask us any questions as far as, your business, contracting, as far as, carriers, field, phone appointments, phone objections. The floor is open for you guys.
So Yoel, what does that question say?
They're just saying explain Ethos. I actually had the same question. Like, I guess for a refresher, I mean, we are obviously part of the managers meeting, but just like, if you could break down the sales cycle of what Ethos is for people that weren't part of the meeting.
Okay. So let's start off with what is Ethos. So Ethos is it's an FMO. Basically, they're their own agency. It's created through San Francisco, Silicon Valley. So it's high tech. Okay. So their method, their philosophy is, okay, let's cut out the middleman. Let's cut out the agent. We can go put our product directly to the client. Okay. So all you have to do is send in a link. The client themselves will look at the link, quote themselves, and apply on their own. Okay. So now what they saw how FFL is growing and producing, it's just a win-win situation where instead of them marketing to the clients, we have agents that bought leads, have their clients. Now the agents can send that same link to the clients, apply on their own, and Ethos is going to pay you as the agent. Okay. So no sales process in a sense, no conversations in a sense. If you have an interested person, you send them your link, they will apply on their own, and get this, Ethos will advance you 12 months instead of 9 months. You're getting full advance on it. Now, just be careful though, because if there's no relationship, there's no conversation, that's kind of like, it gets a little tricky, right? Like, will you be able to save that case? Will you be able to, will it bounce on you? Will it replace? All these little things make a difference having a conversation with an agent. But the great part is your portal and your link, it has information on the bottom, your contact list. Say, okay, please contact John. Here's their phone number. It has your cell on it. So it's pretty cool because even better, they set it up with their underwriting that you can get a life insurance application for a term, depending on age parameters, but an individual can get up to $2 million of a 30-year term without a physical exam. So it's price line, price wise, it's comparative. It's competitive, but can you get something cheaper? Yes. But for the convenience of a client, they're willing to pay without a physical exam, all those things. It's a one-stop shop. So that's what we're trying to do is we get you contracted. You have your client list, you have your, warm market. You can send it out to people, and they can just apply it on their own. So it's just an added feature to our product portfolio. You still want to make calls, you still want to make appointments, but at the same time, if you have a client that won't pick up, don't want to talk to you, maybe you lost a relationship, maybe they don't like you individually, you can send them that link. Hey, apply on your own. Hopefully that answers it.
So are the questions like specifically for like people who are already like up and running? Because I'm still in the process of like, I'm brand new.
Exactly.
Okay, I just don't want to like be in and like not relevant, I guess, in any way.
No, purposely, this call is to answer any questions for you. Now, others can listen in, but you can just pop in any questions wherever you're at. If you're waiting on licensing, what should you be doing? All those things. Can we get your name and where are you from, and then who's your upline, and where you at in the business?
My name's Lisa Bernardino. From like the location, I'm from the Inland Empire here in Chino, California, and my upline is Jonathan Reynoso.
Okay, yeah, he's been killing it.
Yeah, that's like
he writes every day.
When he messaged me, I was like, okay, I've been watching your activity, and like I was like, okay, I want to follow you. So definitely excited to be working with him.
Okay, are you licensed yet?
I'm licensed in California, Maryland.
Nice.
I'm just waiting to get like the carrier contracts together.
Yeah. She just submitted. I think, so I'm Joanne. So we were texting this morning.
I heard that. I was like, that's her. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
This is Joan.
Joanne or Joan?
Both, whatever
Everyone
you want to call me.
Joan, I guess the way her spelling
it's Joanne.
is.
But
Joanne.
So with her, it was interesting because she was trying to do LIMRA before getting Moo.
Okay.
So she just submitted. Did you submit your Mutual of Omaha today? Okay, perfect. Yeah. And then you'll be able to log into your LIMRA to do your AML.
Have you gone Prosperity?
I'm not sure. There's like so many steps.
Yes.
I need some support with like getting all the steps done. Cause like when you open one thing, another thing opens, it's like click here, click there. It's like, like what do I do? So it's a lot. But I definitely want to get it done because I just want to write already. I want to write business. I've been licensed for years, since 2013. This is my first time in this business, and I'm excited to see the comp. Like, I'm really excited about that, and just the different products, because I came from where we only would offer term insurance.
Sounds like a company that starts with P.
That was us. Well, I'm no longer there. So I'm here. I have a couple friends that are with you guys, and I'm just really excited to see really just learn. I'm open.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, so
she's just basically waiting on her contracts. And then, so if you're just submitted your Moo AIG Americo, most likely you haven't submitted new contracts in HCMS yet. So that's probably your next step, would probably be to just create. That would be like your step number 4 on your welcome email.
Okay.
It would just be creating new. You could just coordinate with Jonathan and see which carriers he wants you to get, basically. But you'll be hopping on your HCMS and then creating new requests for those carriers.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, going back to, you want to start writing right away. Prosperity will give you an agent number within a day or two. Okay. If you finish your NLC, America will give you an agent number. So once you've done those, mutual, it takes a while. Yeah. Aetna and MM are starting to come in quick. Fast. Yeah.
Below 7 days. Okay. I'm like excited.
Yeah. So
I think I got that.
You got Aetna?
Yeah, I think I did. I think I saw that.
You did.
So you're ready to grow to roll.
Start. Yeah, you're ready to start buying your leads.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if, however you want to do it. So don't let the carrier appointments hold you back from writing business. Because worst case scenario, you present to the client, you know how to quote. You can do a paper application and submit it later. Okay.
Those are the things I need to learn. Like, I know how to write in the other company. I know everything ins and outs, but here I'm like, I feel naked. Like, what do I do? How do I do it?
Okay. Yeah. So let's start with that. So let's go into where your mind state is. Okay. So you want to just take one step at a time, right? What should be your focus? What do you think you need to focus on?
Right now, just for me, my thought would be to just get like the contracts or the companies, like me and the companies together, where I can use those companies.
Okay. So let's narrow those things down. So you want to narrow down to 3 main companies: Americo, Prosperity, and AIG.
Okay.
Okay. So those 3 companies, you'll learn about 2 or 3 of their products. So it'll be less than, the 10 fingers in your hand. So you focus on term and final expense.
Okay.
Okay. So then with Americo, you want to focus on HMS. That's going to be a term with the return to premium. They call it HMS CBO.
Okay.
It's just their lingo for return to premium. They call it cashback option.
Yeah. I'm familiar with that product.
Okay, you're golden. Were you there at the sales conference last Thursday?
I was not. I didn't make it.
Missed it, Lisa.
I did.
But Bobby was there from Americo. We actually have a website I didn't even know about. I used to just forward people Agent Cafe. He said it was ffl.americo.com. It's like, and I checked it out. It's specifically an FFL site with Americo. Wow. Yeah. Okay, cool. So ffl.americo.com. Check that out. You learn more about the 3 things. Yeah. Okay. So really, once you have Americo, you just got to know how to quote, know which products to use. So for final expense, it's called Eagle Premier. For the term, it's called CBO, HMS CBO. There's CBO 100, CBO 50, and then there's a term 125, term 100. They're all HMS products. HMS means Home Mortgage Series. That's all it is.
Okay, I was going to ask that next. Thank you.
What's an HMS?
Yeah, so like that's the lingo.
Yes. So here's what's confusing. So each carrier has their own agent login, their own portal. You get to figure out how they're doing their applications, and some are easy, some are long. so that's why I like to use the 3 main companies, and that's what we're pushing, because the 3 companies will give you an automatic decision on the spot. Some companies will refer you to underwriting, and you're gonna get confused.
Okay.
So with Americo,
what does HMS stand for?
Home Mortgage Series.
I didn't even know that. I was today years old. I've worked here for 2 years.
Good.
Letting you know. Don't feel bad for not knowing.
It's all good. We'll get you to be a top producer soon.
Probably not.
All right. So anyways, so with the term, you can write anyone 20 and up, 20 to like 70 plus, up to 450,000 simplified issue, meaning there's no physical exam, no blood, no urine. Okay. So Eagle Premier, you can go from 40 to 80, and you can get up to 40,000 whole life plan on them. So what you want to do with Americo, so ideally for all the 3 carriers, you want to be able to log into their portal to do an app. So get familiar with that. It's easy. It won't let you move forward unless you finish the first page you're on. So you don't have to trip on anything. Okay. Secondly, you just need to learn how to quote. Okay. So the quoting part is a little difficult because each carrier, you'd either have to go to their website. Sometimes you have to log in. Sometimes you have to download an app. So that's the difficult part. But yeah, with Americo, it's quote.americo.com. Okay. If you're using Prosperity, you just go to insuranceadmin.com. And then once you're logged in, it'll say quote engine or an application. So you're right there at the spot. Okay. And then for AIG, you have to go to their portal. So just wait for the welcome email, click on their connects, and then there's two main plans, SIWL and graded whole life. It used to be easier to quote, but now you have to log in and stuff. So that's the confusing part.
Could you repeat the website for the quoting for Americo and Prosperity?
Yeah, sure. It's quote.americo.com. So it's just a website. You log into the website, and then it'll tell you which product, what age, what to use.
Thank you.
So with Prosperity, once you have Prosperity, it's their back portal. It's called insuranceadmin.com. Insuranceadmin.com. So I would just save that, if you have your phone. I quote off of my phone. Even better, I actually started doing, I've been doing it. I do my applications off of my phone. I don't even use a laptop or an iPad or anything. You could use Safari, you could use Google Chrome off your phone. It's faster internet than, having to plug into your phone and the client's Wi-Fi and stuff. Yeah. So it's very simple. And it's touchscreen with your phone. So you can just have them do a tablet signature if you're in front of them. Okay. But yeah, so 3 companies, 2 to 3 products each, and then you'll be golden. Sounds good?
And with these 3 companies, they don't have to do any like applications or any forms or anything like that, right? They don't have
no follow-up, no sent to underwriting. Like that, right? Yeah. So you finish an app, most of them in the middle of the application, I'll tell you, this client is tracking and should be approved for this. So continue with the application. It'll tell you at the top on the messages saying, okay, something came up. Okay, this withdraw this app, do something else.
Yeah.
So you learn one step at a time. So that way you keep a clearer vision, right? Like, okay, let me just focus on getting in front of people. I have some products, I have some carriers. The rest will take care of itself. Like your upline, John, I don't think I've seen him write mutual, right? It's just Eagle Premier.
Yeah.
And Prosperity, I think, and AIG. Keeping it simple, but he's writing every single day because his main focus is just getting in front of clients.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't worry about what's confusing. Focus more on how do we get in front of people. But see, the thing is, the new agent, they always confuse themselves. I got to learn this. I got to do this on this product or which company. It sells itself.
Yeah. And with these 3 companies, right? I mean, it will basically, anybody can get covered with these 3, right? Either Americo, AIG, or Prosperity.
Right.
Like, they will cover anybody and everyone.
Up to 85. So the Aetna is a special niche because we can go up to 89. Okay. So that's where you can have the product tail for that. So that's why you want to make sure you request Aetna as well.
Hi, everybody. My name's Jessica Jenkins. My upline. How are you?
Good.
My upline is Terrence Smith. I'm just going through the startup process. My onboarding's finished. I'm waiting for some of my producer IDs so that I can get started.
Awesome.
I've never done any of this before, so it's all brand new.
Okay.
Going to be doing it part-time until I can swing in full-time. I'm hoping to do full-time within a year if I do things correctly.
And what state are you in, Jessica?
I'm in California. I'm in Northern California. I'm in Sacramento area.
Awesome. How far are you from Livermore?
Livermore. It's a 2.5-hour drive, and I was going to try and make it tonight, but with the drive time and not being able to get off work, it wasn't feasible, unfortunately. So
if it was like 15 minutes worth it, 2 hours, it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you're learning, I want to take every bit of knowledge that I can. So I would have made it happen if I could have gotten the time off of work. So
yeah.
So let's talk about you then. So this is perfect because you're going to be coming from a different industry, right? If you don't mind sharing, what industry are you in?
Well, I'm in the financial industry. I work for a financial advising firm. So I've got a little bit of annuity background and those sort of scenarios. So I've got some sort of knowledge on things, but selling, I've never really done before at all whatsoever. But
okay, so what's your position? What's your role there?
I'm in an administrative position. I actually work with our sales department. We get calls in from a radio show and we help book the prospect appointments. So I'm getting a little bit of knowledge in regards to how to speak to people in general and how to convince them to come in for those appointments instead of them just shying away and going, well, I just wanted to ask a quick question.
Okay, so will there be a conflict with you being an agent with us while working there?
No, they don't do insurance. So
well, if you're doing annuities, will that be a conflict?
No, it's because of the industry, we get annuity questions. And so I have the background and the knowledge because of the questions that have come in. But as far as me doing what I'm doing, it's not conflicting with the agency itself because that's not their game plan. They don't like annuities. They try not to sell them. They shy away from them. They try to talk people out of them. They don't like them because the agents here don't make their commission. It's a one-time sale for 10 years.
They're not pushing that product.
Yeah. So they don't like that product at all because
can you sell it off the clients you're getting there?
Not from this clients here.
That's what I meant.
Okay.
It's like, can you get, like, if you have a client that's asking about annuities, we're great at annuities.
Right.
That's our main thing.
Then that's where the conflict of interest would come in because now I'm taking business from them.
Correct.
So,
yeah. That's what you were asking, right? Like, yeah.
Sorry about that. I get
big
talking
money
and I don't listen.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Because that's big money. Do you know how we get paid on annuities?
It is from my understanding, it's a one-time commission off of the first initial sale.
The transfer of the sale. Yeah. The transfer of the money that's being sent to the FIA. So
and
this
that's
is for
why
everyone
financial
listening.
advisors don't like it because they don't get that ongoing commission.
Correct. So let me explain how that works. So financial advisors get paid based on AUM, which is assets under management. So what they want to do is they want to hold on to your assets, your money, wherever it is, mutual fund, investment. You're giving them your money. They're investing, they're playing with it. But since it's under their umbrella, they get a percentage on AUM. So maybe 1%, 0.5%, 0.2%. But it doesn't matter if they're making you money or losing you money. As long as
they still
it's in
get
there,
that 1%.
they'll get paid on a yearly. So they can have a client. So this is where they can make good money. They can have multimillionaire clients. No issues, no problems. Don't even pay attention to their investments. It can grow, it cannot, and they still get paid.
Yep.
But if you put it into annuity, which is our main one is called an FIA. You guys are able to sell an FIA, fixed index annuity, without needing a variable, securities license or anything, because it's not meant to lose money. So what an FIA does, it's like putting it into a fixed asset that'll never lose money. So it'll grow when the market grows. It stays zero when the market tanks. Right. So think of it like stocks. Instead of investing in one, it's like an ETF. It's indexed. So
as an individual, it's a great investment. Somebody that, for like myself, who's single parent, got a kid, want to make sure that child's taken care of. If anything happens to me, they actually get money in their pocket when I go away. That's a great investment. As an advisor, you're not making any real money off of it.
Right. So for us, once you have an index annuity, once you sell it, here's how it works with the FFL. So if you guys want to get into it, you need to get contracted specifically for Athene. The way that gets paid, whatever the initial transfer is, you get a percentage off of that. Your first 100,000, you get 5.25. Once you get 100,000 and up, you get automatically bumped to 6, and you can move up all the way to 8% depending on your volume. But think about it. If you transferred $100,000, you're getting a 6%. That's $6,000. You transfer $1 million case, you're getting paid $60,000. Okay, so you just got to do multiple of those. Couple of 100,000, same application, same process, maybe two parts, you present, then you do an app, or you could do a one call close. All you have to do is you got to get in front of clients that are, unaware of what's happening, orphan 401ks, money sitting in the bank. You see some affluent clients that don't know what to do with it, but don't want to be risk takers. You tell them, look, this is safe money. Yep. And that's how you would get these clients. So if you do have some clients that are in that position where they don't want to risk it, they don't want to pay any fees, it has 0 fees, only has a chance for a smaller growth compared to the market growth, but it has the security of a floor. So it's a win-win, really.
My question for everything right now, I don't have the income to put $300 a week into leads, and I don't want to miss out on leads because otherwise I'm not going to get started. So how do I go about helping that connect?
Okay. So first and foremost, right now you're in a W-2 mindset, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to look at it where you're venturing into a new business. You're an entrepreneur now. It's your own business. Okay. So you got to look at it. I need capital for my business. Now, one aspect of our business is that we do buy leads to get in front of clients so that we can make more commissions, and we rinse and repeat. That's just one aspect. So you got to think bigger. Okay. So Talise always thinks about that. You got to think outside the box. Okay. Once you have all these contracts, anyone and everyone, 89 and under is your client. Do you need leads to sell? It makes it easy. It makes it a lot easier. But that doesn't mean you can't find a sale. just by posting, hey, by the way, I do life insurance on your Facebook, your social media, within your circle of friends. Okay, so the company that Lisa was from, they didn't have leads. Here's what they told them when they recruited them. They tell them, here's a blank piece of paper. Jessica, write down your 200 friends and family members. Let's start with them. Let's give them a call. You can start that way. You can drum up business however way you want. Okay. So don't feel trapped where you need to pay for a lead. What you want to do is, hey, play with the casino money. Look up within your circle of influence. I personally, the way I tell it, I'm a middle of 5 kids. A lot of my family members are nurses. So I tell them, look, refer me some of your nurse friends for life insurance. Okay. You get a second, referral, basically a second endorsement from a friend or family member. Hey, my brother does life insurance. He's been doing it for a while. Here, take his number down. They're going to give you a call. You can drum up some referral business, get that first commission, then use that for your leads. Okay. I have an agent. His issue was he's drumming up referral business, but he's not reinvesting in leads. So he's making some referral business, then he's paying his bills with it. Okay, so how do you continue to maintain the business? So just think big. This is your baby. This is your business, however way you do it. Figure out a way how to generate income. Okay, what can I be doing? How can I be getting in front of clients? Outside from leads, who do I know that's in a small business? Maybe who do I know that's in a nail salon? Who do I know that's 1099 that doesn't have any life insurance at work or anywhere? So now you just expand your mind, get you some sales from there. I would consider this as a starter, and then you start thinking about getting to leads.
Okay.
Right. And even better yet, instead of thinking 300, imagine you get a sale and you made $1,000. What if you invested $500 to $800 out of that? Keep 200.
Well, that would be
you have a lot of clientele.
I've got because right now I have my regular 9 to 5. I have my paycheck to fall back on. So my initial startup is going to be to get me doing what I need to do, whether that's online training, putting the leads in, whatever that money needs to go to make me successful when I'm first starting. That's how it's going to work.
Correct. And think of the leads as like an expedited process to learning the game, right? Learning the business from calling, dialing, presenting. The more you could do, they like to say, if you could do your first 100 appointments as fast as you can, that's how your skill will elevate. Now that just breaks it down. Are you going to do 100 presentations in a year, in 6 months, or maybe 90 days to 30 days? The faster you do it, the faster you'll elevate your skill into this business.
Okay.
So just think big. We got a couple of things on. Huh?
I said I can think big.
Yeah, that's how I was thinking about your business right here. Do you got some annuity? You bring in 100,000, that's $6,000. That's a lot of lead money right there.
All right, we're just gonna. All right, Albert. Help me work it out, right?
But think about that too, right? Think about the people that you know within your industry that may have quit their job, that has a 401k laying around and they don't know where to roll it over. Okay, so how does this work? Do you either call them individually or you kind of market yourself? This is where social media comes in. You just make a post, get a card, get your cards out. Okay. Jessica, life insurance, annuities, FIAs, index, universal life, retirement planning, children's college education planning. You throw out baits in a sense, and then clients will see that. Create your business page in Facebook. Invite everyone to your list. At least now they see that you're marketing yourself, and then you'll have some people just asking questions. Whether you know the answer or not, you got a possible client now, right? Then you got the upline.
Well,
you got
and I'll always have an answer. I have my upline. I've got my group me chat, and
exactly.
there's always a reason to just hop on real quick, and somebody will give me the answer I need.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. So you just want to find those crackheads. The clients. Get you those clients. Boom. We're in business.
Killing me with that reference. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So we got a couple of chats that we can't read. Yoel, can you help us out? What's going on with the chat?
Maybe Yoel can't help us out.
Lisa had a question.
Oh, gotcha.
What's up, Lisa?
Did I? What part?
I don't know. You didn't put a question mark, but you just said cold market, warm market.
Because he was saying that I come from a company where we didn't buy leads. So I was like, yeah, it was all cold market and warm market. That's the way I created all of my sales and recruits and all that. So I was making a comment.
Yeah.
What was one of the
my
most
bad.
like successful things that you did for like the cold and warm market for
So for warm market, it was always like, I recruited like a lot. So it was just recruiting enough people to get the markets in, like, right, because we're working with their friends, family, their market basically, and field training them to talk to those family members and get closes that way. I just knew my stuff really well, so made it easy.
Yeah.
Cold market would be the hardest. Obviously, it's just a lot of activity, a lot of activity, to a lot of phone calls, a lot of setting appointments.
Yes.
Hit or miss.
Yes, it's the same thing, but all it is just having conversations. Whether you're having a conversation from someone across, the internet, or someone across, or someone they know. Okay, so just think of it, because within our business, in our realm, anybody living and breathing and has a method of payment, we can sell them insurance. We've had some people, they just go straight to an apartment complex, go door to door. If you live in a big apartment complex, you pass out your cards. Hey, by the way, I'm doing life insurance now. Okay.
Are leads
Jack,
cold market technically? I feel like they're warm, right? They're like kind of warm market, right?
It's I would say it's cold.
It's cold. Okay.
Yeah. Warmer would be if you had a second endorsement, a friend or a family member endorsed you.
Gotcha.
Like that's how I do it with my sister, who are nurses, and my mom. I said if they give me referrals, they get a nice little Christmas gift. They get a nice little birthday gift.
They don't get anything if they don't provide that.
But nowadays I tell them, hey man, you just paid for your niece. High five. Took care of your baby, hey, give me some more. All right. Any other questions? Okay, so I'm gonna bring up a topic with calls now. I've had a conversation with Abdul. I know he has an issue with his mic. And when you're brand new and you're calling leads, right? What do you think expectations happen? You might have misconceived the expectations of calling and thinking they're gonna pick up, calling and thinking they're all gonna buy. And then as soon as you get one negative issue, you're thinking this is all what's happening to all the leads. People don't want to buy this. People forget. You will come across negativity within the business. It's understandable. So you got to be able to battle that, and you got to be able to not almost think of it as factual. Okay, let me explain what that means. If one client turned you down, that doesn't mean it was false. It was like fraud, or it was like they never filled it out. These are your conceptions of what you're perceiving what happened to the client. Sometimes you can call a client that filled it out literally within seconds, and then they just got caught off guard.
Yeah.
Right. You ever go to a store? Perfect scenario. You go to a shoe store, and then a salesperson comes in. Hey, can I have are you looking for anything? What's your first response? Oh no, I'm good. I'm just looking. You came in there to the store looking to buy a shoe, right? Yeah. But you're getting caught off guard. Maybe you didn't want to talk to someone at that point.
At that moment, yeah.
Right? Or you wanted to just figure it out on your own first. So just don't perceive that first initial reaction as that it's the lead's fault, it's the situation they're in, or they don't believe. There's a lot of things that's going to happen, but you just got to eliminate that emotion, and you just got to keep pounding away, right? You got to continue to dial, because it's just all conversation. What you want to come into, though, is that if it's happening a lot, start having a self-reflection on yourself. Am I saying something right? Am I reading the script correctly? Am I sounding too much of a telemarketer?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's possibly what's happening, especially on the calls. Remember, you got about 5 to 10 seconds, your first liner in having a conversation with the client on the phone. You got to be able to be eliminated as a telemarketer. They got to consider you someone they can have a conversation with. Yeah. If you didn't get through that threshold, dude, you're getting hung up on. And if you get hung up on, now do you blame the lead? Do you blame that company that sold you the lead? Yeah, right?
It's going back to that self-reflective.
Yes. Yeah. So there's a lot of things to learn in this business, especially when you're calling cold market. So this is where warm market is easier. If I call Joanne, who was referred to by my sister, I just go and say, hey, Joanne, I'm calling you regards, my sister told me about you needing life insurance. Is that correct? So now there's a third party endorsement. My sister told you this. But when you're calling a lead, you're just calling in and say, hey, I'm calling about the request you did online. And the client can come back and say, what request? I don't remember. They'll make up things.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't use that.
That doesn't mean that they didn't fill up the form.
Yes. That's an objection you want to get over, and don't just trust the client. Because when you're doing a phone call or even any conversation, there's always going to be a sales process. One person will convince the other person of their truth.
Right.
Okay. Are you selling or them selling you? They sold you that they didn't fill it out, or you're selling them, yeah, you did fill it out. I'm calling you about what you filled out. Okay. So don't be reactive to it. So whenever I get a client that says, yeah, I didn't fill anything out. Really? I got your information right here. I call them on their bluff. You filled it out. I got your address. Man, someone's maybe taking a life insurance out on you. I mess with them. But at the end of the day, I come back and says, well, do you have your life insurance taken care of? Maybe someone really cares about you. Maybe you just forgot. Maybe you really need life insurance.
That would totally turn around like the conversation if like they're telling you they didn't fill it out, or you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it would just like pique some more interest and make it a little bit
fun. I even just act a little bit concerned for them. It's like, oh man, they're either thinking about you or someone got your information, man. And I come back and I sell them on me saying, hey, we only call clients that requested information about life insurance. So obviously you either filled it out or something happened. Yeah, but anyways, while I'm on the phone with you, let's talk about life insurance. Do you have life insurance?
Yeah.
Okay. So just don't let the first reaction, first objection be the truth. Make sure you can overcome that. And then that's what we're going to continue to get better on. Okay. And if you guys are not on, make sure you guys are on, the Casey runs it, FFL live dials, right? Or elite dials. Is it FF? Join elitedials.com. And then it's going to be on GroupMe. People are on it. They're making phone calls. There's also a national one. So let us know if there's anything else you guys need help. We're going to wrap it up. This is going to be on YouTube. We post it on Friday at noon saying it's going to be on YouTube. It stopped on Instagram because Instagram kind of don't want to do lengthy ones anymore. But feel free to just make comments, text us anything, and then we'll address that on the Q&A. All right. All right. We're going to wrap it up. I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Be elite.